I've got great news for every single person at home. Buckle up, because we've got a lot more for this episode.
Sure.
All right, welcome back to the Who Me podcast. Today we've got to go back over the FedEx Cup, how all of that played out, how we were kind of somewhat wrong the entire time, but we're going to try to fix that.
We fixed it last week.
We're going to get into a whole bunch of sports and what to look forward to. Today we've got Casey on my left.
Hello.
Brent across the table. Marcus. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Let's get into it. Brent.
Yeah.
You should have kept your pick.
Yeah, I did. I mean, who goes on? But you know what? On day 2, 8 under. Second day, Cameron, I was like, I could be doing it right here. But yeah, you shit the bed. So what are you gonna do?
Well, we've seen the script play out with Fleetwood a couple times. I mean,
Yeah.
how many times did he take you to the brink where you're like, it's gonna happen, and then
There was like a 4 or 5 hole stretch right in the middle of the round where it's like, dude, he forgot how to hit a golf ball. Oh shit. But then it pulled it together quite nicely.
He wins by 3 in the biggest tournament of the year. So
did phenomenally. I mean, he had a little bit of help, if we're being completely honest, like Scheffler launching that ball in the water on 16, Cantley kind of starting off bogey. It was the perfect storm for it to happen. But that being said, super stoked for the guy. You know, he's came in second how many times? It's only fair that the
7
first
times.
Yep.
It's only fair that the first win is a huge paycheck. So, way to go, Tommy.
yeah.
Nice playing.
he's played great all over the world.
Hey, congrats to you and the wife.
For sure.
Congratulations.
That was his 163rd PGA Tour event start. He has 30 top 5s and over half a dozen runner-ups.
Oh my goodness.
He's made some money.
That is a wealthy individual. He's
Yeah.
never won a tournament until that day. That's crazy. Good for him.
He
I'm happy
walks
for
to
him.
the bank every single Monday morning.
Whistles, skips to the bank. Doesn't walk, skips.
It just was never with the trophy.
Maybe a heel click kicked in there.
That's right. Maybe a twist of the mustache.
He's won quite a few times around the world, though, hasn't he?
I don't think he ever won on the Euro Tour either.
No, that
Well,
can't be his first.
Casey's got it covered.
I don't think so.
That can't be his first win ever. There's
Well,
no
DPT,
way.
you think he's got out there on that? But it feels like he should have won on DPT.
He feels like he should have won on the PGA Tour.
Yeah. Well, the style of golf shot that he plays, it's extremely powerful and really good for the kind of smaller stature person like myself and Tommy. But
How tall is he?
he's maybe 5'10", maybe.
He's like my height.
I mean,
he looks-
he's not small. He's just not. He's
Yeah.
not massive, but he plays almost a pull draw, almost.
Not like sawed off.
It's like a flighted pull draw, which coming down the stretch, if you get a little hot with that, I mean, you could launch it over a lot of stuff. And so it's tough to just control it and control the spin, but obviously he does it quite well. I mean, he's apparently in the top 5 every other week.
He has 7 wins on the Euro Tour.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So, I mean,
Starting in 2013. So
yeah, he's been out there for a minute.
last one was the 2024 Dubai Invitational.
I mean, that's a lot of success. Like, regardless of seconds or not, like, I don't know. Can you look up what his purse is like total?
His
'Cause, I mean,
career earnings,
I mean,
This
outside,
is-
he still had to be in the 30 or 40 million, right? Something like that.
maybe
Somewhere
with
around
the
30.
And this has got to be his minimum 5th Ryder Cup he's going to be playing in.
Yeah.
Total career earnings are over just about 60 million.
60?
So you take away the 10, he was somewhere in 50. Oh my
And I can't
goodness.
even confirm that's anything Euro Tour.
No sponsors, no nothing.
That might just be PGA, yeah.
Jesus.
I no longer feel bad for all of the second places
Feel bad for any-
who have been well compensated.
I
Congratulations.
never do. Like, it's only when you're ultra competitive that I think it really would eat up at some of the guys, but those guys don't tend to be in that spot.
But I'm sure it's eating him up.
And I will say
I mean, he's probably thought,
he's rostered 5'11",
Roster 5'11".
168.
So
he
that's
looks,
160
he looks smaller because his caddy's like
I'm
6'8",
6'.
6'9".
Yeah.
and I'm 6 and about 210, maybe 215.
that means roster 5'11". That's like a firm 5'9". Because if I get my
Yeah.
PGA Tour profile, I'm listing myself at 5'10", and that's nowhere near accurate.
Yeah, I was 6'1" on my. I was 6'1" in my like in our sports budget for we call it a budget in Australia, but for most of my career. So yeah,
If I were to go get my height measured while we're going through all that, I would show up in Air Force Ones and be like, "Yo, yeah,"
Or
this
just
is
put
it.
on cleats, spikes.
You mean those
Yeah.
geisha
think
shoes?
that's-
Yeah.
I like that.
But so, how many Ryder Cups is he going to be in? I mean, this has got to be
At least his fifth, I would say.
really.
Got to be. He's been perennial. He's been one of those guys.
What's his
Think about how many,
performance- what's
how
his
many
performance
good Ryder
like?
Cup runs did
Three-time
he
member.
have?
This will be his fourth.
And what's his
Fourth,
performance
okay.
like in the Ryder
Got a
Cup?
couple good ones with Molinari.
I feel like he should be good in the Ryder Cup, given how good he is.
2018, he had 4 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties.
you
2021, 0 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties. 2023, 3 wins, 2 losses, 0 ties.
I mean, that's a good record
His record
against the best of them.
incredible.
It's nuts.
So he's like it's almost like that new Ian Poulter, where it's like Poulter's not going to win very much throughout the year. He'll show up. He's going to have some good finishes, but in the Ryder Cup, you just can't beat the guy for whatever reason.
Well, I think it's because it's a team environment. You don't have to come down on the last day. There's pressure, but it's different, man. Like different in a team, it's just different. No matter what, even if you are individual, it's still like, okay, not everything's riding on this. There's something riding on it, but it's not everything because they've got team players.
Well, and you
I
got
don't know.
to.
I guarantee. Well, I guarantee
If you
that's
listen to the players talk about it, they'll always tell you the most
Yeah, but-
nervous shot I've ever hit in my life was not Sunday at the Masters. They always say it's the first tee at the Ryder Cup
Maybe the first
because
tee.
your entire country and your team is counting
Yeah,
on
but you can still. There's still room for variance there. You don't have to like win it. You can draw it. You can still add by not winning.
But
you
the
know?
nerves, but they say
Yeah.
the nerves are never higher than Ryder Cup.
I think for him specifically, I don't think that would ring true. Given his results across the board, I would say his nerves would be way more just on the individual side than what they would be.
I think that it says a lot about people who go to the Ryder Cup and like are more nervous. Like it kind of shows who like the leadership personalities on the PGA Tour are, because I'm sure some people thrive in that aspect, like potentially Tommy Fleetwood, like he rises to the occasion, whereas other people might not feel like that need to be a part of the team and care as much.
Guys that refuse to wear hats.
Oh my god, that was such a weird scenario.
I know.
What? I have no idea.
Patrick Cantley threw a fit and decided to not wear a hat over something. What
Because they
was
weren't
it?
getting paid.
Yeah,
I think it's a charitable donation, and then all their costs are covered to get their families over there. But I don't think they actually technically get paid. But if you notice, over the years, Rory has historically gone Ryder Cups without ever wearing a hat.
yeah.
So I just think the Ryder
But
Cup
it's
means
also-
more to the Euros than it does the United. As a whole, I think it matters more to them
Yeah.
than the American team.
But we also kind of need to get back at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a few wins over the last few years, but I mean, we haven't won in Europe itself since, what was that, 93?
93 at the Belfry.
So it's been 32 years since the Americans have won overseas.
And that's got a lot to do with conditions, right? It just is different in Europe. I mean,
Yeah.
you've done it, so you would know.
So they kind of play mind games on the American players. Like a few years ago, I forget where they were playing, but they reported that they only had the greens rolling at 8.5, which is ridiculous. That's like putting on a shag carpet compared to what the PGA Tours are used to playing on. So you get them over there, you give them soft conditions and crazy slow greens, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They don't know how to play it. You get a 15-footer, they're going to leave it short every single time, and then you make 0 birdies and you lose the Ryder Cup by 100. So
I haven't heard any reports yet of course setup for Bethpage.
they're going to make it so hard.
If they throw the rough in and pinch the fairways,
Yeah, they're going to pinch the fairways, grow the rough up, and probably have the greens at 14s and as firm as pool tables.
those are very fair greens, though. I've played that course 5 or 6 times. The greens, for being so long, and this course that everybody's afraid of, the greens are very fair.
Yeah.
Like the slopes are very subtle. But
Where
they're
do
very
you play
fair.
it from? Where do you play?
So
it?
we've gone. So when it was a U.S. Open, when it was in the U.S. Open rotation, they used to put the markers in the ground. They had them in 02, and then they had them in 09, and they wouldn't open those tee boxes other than the first hole. But we'd go back and play them from those tee boxes just to say, I got
You
my
could,
ass kicked
yeah.
at Bethpage, and I shot a 90. But the average person could never. I mean, there's a stretch, 10, 11, 12, where you've got 500-yard par 4, 500-yard par 4. I mean, it's a joke. In 2002, Corey Pavin, they had really bad conditions. Corey Pavin had to aim at the mowing strip to get to the fairway because he couldn't reach the fairway.
I remember that.
Yeah.
He literally pointed his driver down the walking path.
Yeah, the 10th hole was playing the 10 is like 500, 11 is probably 490, and then 12 is dogleg left to hit it over the corner bunker. It's uphill like 315 to carry it.
So my question for you is, because I mean, you are a handy golfer, you're a scratch golfer. I mean, you know Brandon, but you're definitely not me. So, like, given that, like, what would and a scratch golfer from tips out here, which is 7,100, 7,200, 7,000, like, what did you score on
The
average?
best I've ever shot there was like 84.
Playing tips. It just shows you.
No. That's
Strike tip.
playing what they would call the tips. That was also back when I could drive the golf ball.
But and that's not so. Like, if that gives, I just want anybody out there to know that this guy's no chump. Like, I've seen you shoot like on just a regular course, 2, 3 under, 4 under. Like, I've seen you go really low, but regularly around scratch. And if you're shooting that, that just gives everyone else an understanding of what they're up against.
But somebody like Brandon or Jonathan's caliber could show up there on like a random, like Ryder Cup conditions, not championship pins, could show up there on any random Wednesday, and you could probably shoot par, a couple under par.
Yeah, but we're talking
because you can drive the golf. If you can hit the ball in the fairway there, you can play
fine.
that golf course.
Yeah. Well, and it just speaks to the architects. I mean, there's a multitude of different types of golf courses where you've got your everyday play for your standard golfer. You've got your tournament courses, which is a lot like the one that we used to have, the PGA Tour event here at TPC Summerlin. And then you have RIP. And then you have championship golf courses. And championship golf courses are just an entirely different level where every single hole, you don't get a single shot off. Like, you don't get to just relax and go, oh, finally, like, I should make birdie here. A championship golf course, you're battling for your score 1 through 18. And it's just brutal. By the time you're done playing, you need a friggin' nap.
Just when you were saying rip then, sorry, my brain went somewhere completely else. We're talking about before that we don't have a tournament here in Vegas.
Correct.
Right? This is just taking it way off base now. I was just thinking, we're Vegas, man. Why the hell wouldn't we just make it one massive party? Like, Live was kind of the perfect setup. I mean, and Las Vegas Country Club it'll run easy for them. But shit, why not just make it a huge party and just go, okay, let's really get after it and have fun with it.
Both things happened, like, in consecutive years. Liv came here at Las Vegas Country Club. They signed a 3-year deal, played it one time, took the deal away.
Just didn't go back.
Was that Liv's
We
decision
don't know
or was
why.
that?
I have no idea. That's the extent of my knowledge. And then I think it was quite literally the next year, the Shriners was having arguments with the PGA Tour because they were promised to have a regular FedEx Cup ranked tournament, and they gave it to them for like 3 years, and then they took it back away and made them a fall tournament. Shriners got mad. Their contract was up, and they basically said, you're either going to turn it back into a regular season event or we're done. And then all that was going on while the contract was expiring, and the PGA Tour didn't find another title sponsor. So now Las Vegas doesn't even have a single PGA Tour event.
It was embarrassing for TPC. Like, you be honest. Like, I went there, it was dead. On the final day, it was dead. There was no one there. Like, it sucked. Like, I can understand why they said, screw you guys, we're just not going to do it then, because it wouldn't be worth their while.
The difficult part about that course, both DPC courses here, is the walk for spectators is not easy. And half of the golf course is out there in those canyons. And so if you're truly dedicated to watch one individual play, you might go for the walk. But if you want to bounce around and you want to see different groups, one of the worst golf courses you could ever spectate on. Because if you're on hole 6, you're on hole 6. You can't just go to 7 or 8 or 9. And the same thing if you're on hole 13 back there. If you're on hole 13, you can't just bounce around.
I forget.
I'll be curious to see what they do for the Ryder Cup because Bethpage. Have you played there?
I have not. No.
It's a hard spectator golf course. I've been to 2 U.S. Opens there, and I've been to actually they had a PGA there a couple years ago too. It's a hard golf course to get around because the street bisects it. So you play 1, cross the street, go to 2, then you play 2 through 14, then you have to cross the hole to 15, and that's where all the bleachers are set up is between 15, 16, 17, and 18. But anything across the street, which is too bad because there are some amazing holes over there, it's tough to get around to see a lot of golf.
Same thing as Oakmont. You got to cross the freeway.
Yeah.
But I'll give you 2 examples of golf courses that are phenomenal for spectating. One of them's the Masters. Okay, there's dozens of points. There's dozens of positions on that course where if you park and you sit there, you can turn in 360 degrees and you can see 4 or 5 different holes.
Yep.
And you can watch group. And And then the other one's Torrey Pines. Torrey Pines, you can park in 20 different locations and see 4 or 5 different holes at the same time.
Yeah.
We just don't have that here, which is surprising why it didn't work at Live, because Las Vegas Country Club,
One of the easiest.
it's not a bad spectator course. It's a very easy walk if you choose to go out there. And there also are a multitude of positions where you can see 3 or 4 different holes.
Did you go?
I did not. I was actually working that whole time. I regret not going just to check it out.
Because I could imagine, here's what I could imagine there. Access, probably pretty tough. Parking.
Yeah, there's not much.
I mean, the clubhouse is fine because it was built for that. It's older, but, you know, they can deal with that. It's no big deal. But I would say access, in and out, like having fans, like actually somewhere to park. They probably have to park at Westgate.
Yeah,
I guess.
That's
sure.
half the
Ferry
problem
across.
with hosting
sure.
these big golf tournaments.
Was that it? I mean,
Is
because
the logistics of hosting it, because like Bethpage can do it. They have 5 golf courses, and anybody that's ever played Bethpage, I love that place. I'm not trying to knock you guys up in Farmingdale. The everyday driving range there is the worst I've ever seen.
No way.
It's so bad.
Worse than Torrey Pines.
It's so bad. It's like tilted on its side like that. You can't hit driver. But when they host a major golf championship there, they have 4 other golf courses, and they turn a couple of holes into the driving range, and it becomes one of the best on tour.
Yeah.
Again, it's a state park. It's a municipal golf course. It's the only knock on the entire
So,
place.
those courses and those tournaments that hold that nostalgia, they have all of that. It's easy to get in and out. It's easy to watch the entire tournament. You have little things like that where it's like, oh my God, that's cool. They just turned a hole 1 into a driving range. We don't have that. And then you get some arguments with the title sponsor in the tour, and then all of a sudden we're out of a tournament. Now the closest one's in Utah. But you're right. Las Vegas, we can host however many people we want. We just don't have the golf course facility to do it.
Well, it almost makes me think, like, I think of, we played Angel Park yesterday. Like, there's multiple holes where you could park and see multiple holes happening at the same time.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, just like at TPC Summerlin with the St. Jude, they would always shuttle people from Suncoast. Oh, Shriners, sorry.
Don't
Same
worry,
thing.
I was going to completely along with it. I was like, yeah, same shit.
I wasn't here yet, but didn't Justin Timberlake used to have an affiliation with the Shriners when it was their tournament?
Yeah.
What happened with that? Okay, wasn't he their ambassador?
I have no idea.
Justin
Because
Timberlake,
he's a huge golfer.
Yeah.
And I'd almost chalk him up to a golf nerd. Like, he lives the golf
remember
life.
we were at the Justin Timberlake.
No, I don't
So
remember
much
much of
fun.
that. No, do you remember?
No
I was
way.
about to say Marcus wouldn't remember.
Do you
but we
remember
do.
that year that he played with Justin Rose at the AT&T and he made the hole-in-one and they were like the feature group and they dominated? It was like probably within the last 5 years at Pebble.
I would love to say yes, but no, I do not.
I feel like we should head back to the Justin Timberlake 8 a.m. tournament and just touch base on.
I'd love to experience it for the first time.
So
Again.
our friend here, we got an invite down. If those of you who don't know what the Justin Timberlake, it's just an event for him and his buddies. They go and play, and there's no cameras, so you're not allowed to take any
No electronics.
electronics in whatsoever unless you're sneaky like our fella Chris. Shout out again, the tall Mexican fella.
No sneakiness. Just an oversight.
I saw nothing.
An oversight.
Yeah. Anyway, so our boy here got a little excited. He was pretty excited to be there. It's a great event for you guys. If you ever get a chance, you get an invite. It's really just private. You go there, you have a bunch of drinks, food. It's all put on. A little bit of basketball out there. So our boy over here had a couple of drinks, and Victorino finishes up. And we know him somewhat. Shane Victorino, for you guys, if you don't know who he is.
Shane, I'm still
Former
really
MLB
sorry.
player. World Series.
I'm really sorry.
winner.
I'm a Red Sox
And
fan too.
I'm going to tell you, between the two of them, there was a few drinks had, and they were both getting a little heavy on the D. And
You know what we did? We brought
On the
hand
what?
checking. We brought hand
On the
checking
D.
back to basketball
Yeah.
defense.
Defense. We're going defense.
They were at this makeshift 3-point little basketball court playing full blown prison rules.
2 on 2.
yeah.
And Marcus is going, when are you going to come on Money Golf Guy, which is the name of our channel, YouTube channel, Coach Bowman as well. And he's just up grinding on him, just grinding.
Throwing bows.
Just putting a full D on him.
How do you play defense?
Post up,
Full
son.
D in
then-
multiple ways.
anyway,
Oh my
so,
God. All right.
just
All right.
a little. Well, I mean, surprisingly enough, Shane hasn't been on the channel yet, but maybe we'll
Weird.
see.
I don't know why.
I'm not sure why. And then after that, Marcus, you probably wouldn't remember much after that point. He was having
I got hustled at UFC fights.
he did owe me a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
of money
we-
after the MMA fight.
I just remember throwing a wad of cash at you and saying I'm out.
Yeah, you're pissed.
Oh my God.
And then he walked about 3 miles home.
I did because I was mad.
Yeah, that's good. That's was so good.
So-
oh my god! Anyway.
So if we were segue back to where we were,
What were we talking about?
if we were to bring
my
a
fault.
tour event back here, 2 questions for you, and I want to go around the table. Casey, you don't have to answer the first one. But what course do you think would fit it best, and what would be the perfect title sponsor?
I'm going to retract my statement about not having access because now I think about how Shriners did it. I mean, I parked it.
The buses from Suncoast.
Yeah, I would park there. So,
Yeah.
and we've got Westgate. We've got all these casinos. So, yeah, no, they could make it happen with park as long as they had some designation with a ticket or something.
If you can do a Raider game, you can do anything.
Yeah, true, right? So,
Very true.
So honestly, I think it would probably take some money. So if they did a deal with it, the problem is Vegas. It's going to be very hard to get money out of Las Vegas in any way to try and improve a facility for golf because there's so much else to do. There's so many other events that pull in just as much money or way more, whatever it might be. If you could give Las Vegas Country Club some money, I think it's the spot. It's got the history, so it's got the heritage. I think the course is fun. I think they're going to destroy it. Did they destroy it the first time?
No, Liv didn't.
No, I know what I mean is like they're going to beat the course. Like it's going to do really like I couldn't imagine it being
The
challenging.
winner, I think Dustin Johnson won it, and he shot 12 under.
Yeah,
But
yes.
they
But they only played, what,
not
2
bad.
rounds?
3.
Yeah.
Okay, well but that ain't bad then.
No, I know.
That's done better than I thought it was. That held
It's
up
just
better than
fun
I
to poke
thought.
fun.
Okay, so you
And
got
especially with a long hitter like Dustin to do that.
Las Vegas Country Club, and who would be your title sponsor?
Ooh, well, that's a hard one, mate. Like, I mean, honestly, Westgate isn't big enough. Like, if you go MGM Properties or something like that, where you've actually got a casino name, throwing some real energy at it, like throwing a bit of cash, but also trying to bring in, like, how do you can bring in whales from Asia to come and watch the golf? Why not? Why not do that? Why not take a shot at that and just say, hey, we are going to put this on. It's going to be a party. Bring as many people as you like. Here's what you have. I think that's what I would aim for, and then just see if they can make it happen. Why not? Japan, China, like shit. There's money out there. to
There's
do it.
enough high rollers that
It
they
should
can,
pay you
I know.
back. It's because it only takes a few big guys coming into town for that event,
Yeah.
and you could easily make your money back. So throwing $500,000 at Las Vegas Country Club to do something good, or yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, Marcus?
The no-brainer is do it at Wynn.
Really?
Do it at
Oh.
Wynn, on the Strip. Think about the visuals of F1. Just think about what it looks like on
yeah.
TV.
Fair.
with
Every-
the Sphere Edition in the back. now.
Brent, you talk about bringing in your high rollers, bringing in your foreign money. Where do they all stay? They stay at
Wynn.
Wynn. They stay at Encore.
I just
They want
wonder
to be
about
right there. It's
Audience
logistically.
participation. That's my
I think there's enough room on that golf course that you could probably fit 10 or 15,000 people out there.
You can fit more than that.
I'm saying if
Well,
you want to
and-
be able to get people to be able to move around,
Gotcha.
if you get the
I
Wynn
think
to give a shit.
Wynn would be the biggest no-brainer. I think Wynn would do it. They've got more money than they know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to be there. It's not the hardest golf course for
It's
pros.
getting them to care. Like their
but
life is good.
it's gorgeous.
There,
Like,
why
just
do they
think
take
of the visuals of it. Everybody wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
be at Wynn.
But you think about like as a business for them, they don't really care. Like pretty much with that golf course, it literally is just for the elite. They don't care if you come and play or not. Their life is easy. The people who are working there have got an easy life. And some of the guys are cool guys, don't get me wrong, but it's like, what's the incentive outside of potentially getting these whales from Asia?
A couple hundred extra whales.
But to be honest, like they already go. Like if you're going to go away from Macau, you're going to go to the Wynn. It's not like people go, oh, I'm going to go to Cosmo instead of the Wynn. No, the Wynn is the destination for those because it's got that classic look. It's catered to Asian audiences with that red, with that feel, with those, the trees inside. Like it's catering towards that with all the aesthetics.
Well, if we're using that logic, then it's not for the money.
Who would be your
Yeah.
who would
Trying
be
to
your
get-
title sponsor then? Just the win-win?
I would think Wynn would do it in conjunction with, I don't know, who's the biggest non-casino company that people know from Vegas?
Knockvy.
Is there anybody?
Oh, yeah.
well, then you bring
They've got the
Morgan and
advertising
Morgan.
Then you
budget.
bring the Saudis back into it. And now we're probably maybe with Liv it might work out. What is it? His uncles and stuff brought that money in. Anyway,
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's how we got it all done.
Okay.
I'm gonna go old school and say that I think Las Vegas National could be cool again.
That is so fair. The
It's-
fact that
it's
she
been
even
there.
knows that.
The history.
Can you imagine how much it's going to cost to clean that place up and get it to where it needs
But
to?
the
Well, yeah.
bones are there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bones
We
of
know
that
it can be
course.
hard
That's
enough
even
to
more money.
play.
That's a lot of money.
So
That creek,
It's
that
a
river along there. How many-
shithole area, but
It's like, that's Shantytown down there.
Yeah.
How many people live in
What's
that creek?
if they played that?
I'd
If
love
they
it, though.
used the
I'd
tee
love
boxes
it,
as
yeah.
far as back as they could possibly go, how far could they stretch?
they
the
could get
National?
it close to 7,000.
Which in Vegas is really like 6,500
Yeah,
compared
but
to what-
so here's the thing. Like, if you've never played that course, or maybe if you have, if you come to Vegas and you play it, you have to look at the course through a different lens. It's not in the world's best shape. Fair warning. But if you look at it strictly through the course design and the architecture, it's phenomenal. So if and the trees are still there and it's still narrow. So if you were to grow the rough up to 5 inches and the greens are postage stamps, you get the greens going 14s. Even though it's shorter course, it's still hard.
I would love it because then we'd get to play it when it's. I mean, it's in okay condition now. Like it's actually.
It's more than playable.
Yeah, played
more
there
than
with-
playable.
It's been great when we've played it this year.
It's just no
such a
longer a,
cool
tour
course.
course. Okay, who would be your title sponsor?
Before even Brent said it, I was like, it's got to be MGM.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It just suits. It's Vegas, and I think like Caesars is in too much trouble. I wouldn't even think they'd throw anything else on that.
Or what about Circa?
Yeah.
Circa can make. They've been.
The deeds again, they're not big enough. They're not corporate enough. They're not. That's like really a privately owned. What do they own? They own Westgate. So not Westgate. They own Golden Gate, D, and Circa.
Golden
And
Gate.
Yeah, Golden Gate.
Downtown Fremont.
Never even knew that existed. Okay.
Yeah, so that was one. But they're just not big enough. Like with the MGM or something's big enough. Although when I just said, so when they say with Caesars can't handle it, maybe they can. Maybe Caesars needs something different because they're in trouble. Like just ask Paulie D. If you want to ask him, he'll slaughter him. But maybe they need something different, and maybe they get behind it. Maybe you need someone who needs to do something different to bring people in.
Yeah.
Maybe it brings some whales into them. Maybe that's someone.
So I'm gonna go. If we bring a tour event back, I want it to be in the realm of what Vegas already is. I want it to be somewhat of a gambling style event. And so I think the best thing that Las Vegas could do would bring some form of match play back, because the Dell match play doesn't exist anymore either. And that tournament used to be awesome to watch. So some form of either solo match play or team match play, a lot like maybe a combo of the Zurich and the Dell. You bring, let's
Zurich's
say,
the 2-man, right?
yeah. So if it's a solo man match play, let's say you just get the top 64 so that it's basically a signature event. You're guaranteed to get the big names here in town. Then you could take one of those courses like the Wynn and pull it off.
Yeah.
Because if it's match play, it doesn't really have to be a championship style golf course. And then if they were to do teams, then you make it 128. You do 64 two-man teams. Then you get a full-size field. Right?
Where are you going to jam it into the calendar?
I didn't think that far. Don't come at me like that. But then for the
Christmas, baby. If the NBA can do it every year, so can they.
for the sponsorship side of it, it would have to be some form of software or tech sponsor
Switch.
in that realm.
Switch.
So Switch, maybe DraftKings, it might be too small, maybe the MGM Sportsbook, something like that. And I think if you were to design it around that, you could pull it off on one of the smaller golf courses like Wynn, and you could convince people like, oh, the top 64 in the world right here on a small golf course, and I can go watch them play. Then you could get them here.
Well, if they run it like, so they've got the Netflix series. If they run it like that with the sports and stuff like that, that's very entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of people love going. Getting a ticket to that is fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've got a crowd walking around. So I think what you're talking about right now is actually the perfect model. I think that'd be really cool.
And I just want it to be known, PGA Tour, you can hire me. I've got ideas. I do have ideas. I am hireable.
So what we were talking about something before. I absolutely just took us to it somewhere else. Do we even remember what that was? We started, Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And then
that
I
page.
just took us way out.
That wasn't a segue. That was like a train ride to the other side of the country.
But I knew it was going to get us there because we're interested in that, and I knew it was going to take us down a path. So I don't know. We got about another maybe 5 minutes or 35. So do you want to get back to the Ryder?
We can get back to the Ryder Cup, but I feel like the Ryder Cup might deserve its own episode. Can we get a hearing on that?
Like we've got to watch the tape and see how we got
When-
to the last one because I just absolutely took this.
When
on
are
the train.
captain's picks due?
I think Wednesday.
I thought
We might
Keegan
have to
Bradley
talk-
was already in.
We might have to talk about some of it now.
We might have to talk about some of it now.
I thought Captain America was already the guy.
All right. Well,
No, captain's picks.
Okay.
They got
I've-
qualifiers, and then he gets his picks.
I've
So
got
it's- does he
great
pick himself?
news. I've got great news for every single person at home. Buckle up, because we've got a lot more for this episode.
Sure do.
Ryder Cup. Last person to be the playing captain? Anybody know? You probably know, so don't say it. Do you know?
Let's get back to him. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Arnold Palmer. I believe
I was
it
going to
was
say Jack Nicklaus, actually, because that's all I thought it had been a long time ago.
Arnold Palmer, and I may be wrong, but I believe it was 1963. Does that sound correct?
Sounds right.
So Arnold Palmer was the last one. And now you've got one of the younger Ryder Cup captains as Keegan Bradley. I mean, he's not the youngest, but he's one of the younger ones to ever get it.
What's Keegan, 38, 39?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I
You
think
said
39.
33. 33 was Arnold Palmer. Because we talked about it.
Yeah, before.
33, 34, yeah.
Keegan's
So-
older than that, but he's
Older
still
than
young.
that.
39. Keegan's 39.
39.
But now he's dealing with the same problem. Arnold Palmer, and this is no shade to Keegan Bradley at all, phenomenal golfer. Arnold Palmer was already a legend when that was happening. It was no question at all that he was going to be in the Hall of Fame. Keegan Bradley, I still think, is on that border of if he's going to get that bid into the Hall of Fame or not.
So that's even better. This could be his ticket.
But he's played so fucking well this year. How do you not let yourself play?
And last year and the year before, too, when he got snubbed.
So I'm going to throw it out there right now before he picks. Do you believe he gets to play or not? Marcus, you got the floor.
I think he's going to pick himself. And I suspect there's a good chance he's going to step aside.
Okay, side note. Are there Vegas odds if he picks himself or not?
Oh, it's
Gotta
There's got to be.
100, I'll already say yes, there is. I don't know what they are. But
Gotta be.
100%. So, okay. That's like, here's the thing. It puts you in a tough spot. No one wants to have their ego and go, yeah, I'm picking myself because I'm the best. Like, it's a hard thing to do, put yourself forward like that. But the guy got snubbed twice. Like, and how many chances are you going to get to really take advantage of something like this? I don't know. For me, I would say,
Where did he end up in the order of qualifying? Was he top 15?
I think so.
yeah, he was top 10, wasn't he? He was like 9th place overall in the FedEx.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you can't say, if he picks himself, you can't be
Like,
like, oh, that's out of nowhere.
I think he was ranked higher than Cameron Young, and Cameron Young still has a really good argument to plead his case to get on the team.
I hope he's on the team.
Yeah, I mean, same. He hits it a mile and he hits it dead straight. So who better to play Beth Page Black? I mean, so it's I don't know how you could make that decision,
And he's a New York kid.
but I'm going to tell you how he makes that decision. I think he plays.
I think he does.
Why not? Because you've got it.
He's 13th in the world.
He's 11th in Ryder Cup
11th,
standings.
okay.
If you're being honest with yourself, there's most likely a higher chance after this year of him being captain again than him qualifying for the Ryder Cup again. Because the next Ryder Cup, he's going to be in his 40s. And it's tough to keep your game up when you start nudging into that 40 category.
Okay, so let's say Keegan. Well, here's a tricky one for you because we talk about him picking himself. Okay, so he does, he doesn't. We've got Bryson from Liv, right? He's in the running because his points because
He's already said
well.
he's
Sixth.
picking him. He's already said
I mean,
he's on the team,
which
but
is,
he qualified.
You know, but even that, can we just say that is amazing? Because if you would have said that 2 years ago, there's no way anyone would have picked him. Regardless, didn't matter. I didn't think they did. But now they get to pick. We get to see Bryson and everybody else like interacting with these. I'm fucking excited about that. What about like who else is in there? Like Neiman Neiman's not US, is he?
No. He's from
So
Spain.
top 6 is Scotty, JJ Spawn, Xander, Russell Henley, Harris English, and Bryson DeChambeau.
I love
Anybody else
Russell
from Liv?
Henley making it. I love
That's your
that.
boy.
I love it.
Is there anybody from Liv outside of Bryson?
The only other one that gets kicked around from year to year
Rahm
is
and Neiman. Or no, Neiman's on the President Cup. That
That's
was
what-
stupid.
and
So
Koepka.
then
There was a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking 2 years ago when they didn't take Bryson and Koepka. But Koepka hasn't done anything.
No.
beyond that, it's Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Maverick McNeely, Keegan, Brian Harmon.
Okay.
Oh, Maverick's going to make it?
What
He's
about
up 1. He actually just replaced Keegan.
okay, Casey? What about
Whoa.
the European?
So the top 6 are in.
Stand by.
6
Because
picks.
I want to know. You know how good it is having you here now. So I can say bang because I'm not good at this. You see how she types actually properly. I type with one hand.
In the comments below, say thank you, Casey, because she is our Jamie.
So I think like I want to know about Europe as well because I
So-
mean, if you've only got out of whole Live, we've got Bryson out of all of Live. Come on, there's got to be
Rahm's got to make it.
So Europe is Rory, Robert McIntyre, Tommy, Justin Rose,
Straka.
Rasmus.
Højgaard?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tyrell Hatton.
Love that. He's on live.
Terrell.
And then beyond that, Shane Lowry, Sepp,
Tyrell.
Ludwig.
Terrell Hatton.
Victor,
Okay,
Matt.
One of my
so we've
favorite
got
clips of
two
all
or
time when he yelled at
three
his
out
wife
of
in the
all of
porta
that.
potty.
So are we? That's a question for me though. We've got 2 or 3 from live out of the whole world. 2 or 3. That's all. That's all live has got that would rank up there. Because Rahm wasn't even in that, right? Not that Rahm's done well at live this year, by the way. It's not like he's.
He still won the individual title.
But what
Or
about-
he came in second in the individual, didn't he, behind Neiman?
He is ranked 24th, John Rahm.
So what about Neiman? Like, what is Neiman like? What is he? Where does he come from?
He's from Chile.
Chile. Okay, so he wasn't in that at all.
That would
No,
be
He's not from
Pres-
Europe.
President's
Oh,
Cup.
shit, that's what it is.
He's on your side of the pond, bud.
Sorry, I keep.
Well, on your team from that side of the pond.
When was the last time we fucking won anything?
never. Once. They won the President's Cup once.
That's the best part about the President's Cup. Every single year, you guys just get blown out of the water.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters against the Washington Generals.
Really, I'm gonna just put my head up and say, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It is fun though.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, I think it's because Liv still doesn't have a decision made on their world ranking points. They get 4 chances a year for the guys
Yeah.
that even qualify for the majors to attempt to keep their world ranking. So
That's what I mean. You got the wild card pick, right, for the captain or whatever it is.
yeah,
Yeah. So like,
I bet you Rahm gets picked. Honestly,
really,
Who's the
even though
Euro
he's-
captain?
Is it Luke Donald again?
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's Luke Donald again.
Could not tell you.
Yep, you're right.
Surprise, surprise.
So if
you know everything.
if Keegan
I don't even watch golf anymore. And I,
if Keegan picks himself to play, who's stepping in? Who's got an opinion on that?
I mean, it's an obvious that Woods is coming.
I'm hoping it won't happen. And I'm not anti Jim Furyk. But he's the only one of the assistant captains who's ever been a Ryder Cup captain before. So he would be the logical
Who else?
choice.
Who else is on the who else is on the
Kisner,
board?
Gary,
So it's
Kiz, Gary
Jim,
Woodland,
Yep. Webb Simpson, Brandt,
Snedeker. Yeah.
What
and
about
Gary
Stricker?
Woodland. Yeah.
No Stricker. Because Stricker's well, up until the last 4 or 5 years, he was always qualifying.
Yeah, he's not on that.
Stricker was a losing captain, 6 years ago?
Oh yeah. Well,
Casey, can
so
you check out the record between the two as well? See where we're at over the last 10 years, maybe.
so the
Europeans
only
won more.
logical option would be Jim Furyk, which I'm fine with.
You know what? It just seems like when he's been the captain, the teams have been. He was the captain that when Mickelson had that whole charge about we need the committee, we need to put
just
more
isn't
emphasis on this.
Woods isn't a possibility at all.
I don't know. I don't know if he wants
Is
the
he just too
responsibility.
big? Like, can he? Like, he's just like, can't be fine.
I don't know.
They said he didn't want Bethpage. The rumblings were, and who knows if it's true
So,
or not, but the
we've-
rumblings were Mickelson. If Liv had never happened, Mickelson would have been the logical choice for Bethpage because the New York crowds love him.
So if we've never been in the locker rooms or the meetings with these Ryder Cup guys because only a very select few people have. What do you think you're looking for mainly out of one of those captains? Do you think you're looking for like you're in the locker room getting a good old boy speech about going out and kicking their ass, or you think it's more about just plotting around this guy with this guy, that guy with that guy?
I don't think you get the rousing speeches anymore these days. I think it's.
I think the rousing speeches come from the guys they bring in. Like they bring in Michael Jordan
Yeah.
to give a rousing speech. Like, do they bring in Tom Brady to give a pump up speech? I don't think the captain's going to be the rah rah guy. I think I'm looking for organization. Make my week as easy as possible. Make it logistically easy. Make it easy on my family. Make me be able to just go to the golf course, worry about golf, and take care of the guys that I'm around. And then the second one has got to be there's some strategy. I mean, you got to figure out.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until I started playing golf with really good golfers. You got to think about like if Brent's a Titleist guy and I'm a TaylorMade guy, and we're playing alternate shot, his golf ball might not work for me. Like that's the kind of stuff you got to think about.
And then on top of all of that, right, you're dealing with if you're a captain or playing or who's going to step in, how you're going to organize all this stuff, how are you going to deliver all of this to the fans, blah, blah, blah. And then you got the Ryder Cup happening on one of the busiest sports weekends of the year. It's ridiculous.
Pause really quick. The United States has a record of 27, 15, and 2, but Europe has won 10 of the last 14.
Ew.
Same thing.
That hurts.
That's rough.
That hurts the soul.
That's bad.
Anybody know where the first Ryder Cup was played?
I do not.
My place of birth, Worcester, Massachusetts.
Massholes.
Massholes.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Massholes.
Did you guys know it hasn't always been U.S. versus Europe?
No.
It used to be just Great Britain, just U.S. versus Great Britain.
Huh. And then they needed some more help, didn't they? So they let the rest of Europe in.
They're like, fine,
But so while this is going on,
paid off for them.
while this is going on, September 27th, I believe,
28th. Yeah.
and 28th, what else do we got going on, boys?
Well, I think it's time's up.
Time's up. Oops.
40 minutes. We're up.
Guess you got to tune in next time to figure out what's going on that weekend.
Nothing going on that weekend.
Thank you for joining us for this episode. Big shout out to Green Apple Studios and Pete for hosting us again. Really appreciate it. Again, if you are in Vegas and you need any recorded content, reach out to him. He's got you. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.